Hello twin flames, and welcome to your daily check-in for Monday. Sending you all so much love, a brand new week, and happy new year if it's your first time jumping on this year too. So what we're doing now is we're going to use the Divine Structure deck to bring in a structured question, something that you need to know in this moment today, something that will help you along your way, whether you are a masculine or a feminine, or you are wondering what's happening with your twin today. So what do you need to know? And I am going to be posting later on today an overview of this year of 2023. So we're going to go through the year month by month, and we're going to connect with the angels, and we're going to see what you need to know. It'll be very, very powerful. So what do we need to know today? So I've got two questions coming out. And the deck that guided me to answer this, whatever they are, is this gorgeous mystical Nordic tarot. Now this is a great deck. Okay, I love this deck. So the question today is, what can the Divine Feminine do to help the connection move forward? And a one card spread. Wow. So they want me to do a one carder for this. You know, to bring in one card that's going to help you or something that's going to guide you. So what I feel I might do here is do one card to bring in some guidance and cards about how the Divine Feminine can move things forward. So the one card is going to be some angel guidance for you, something that can move things ahead, which will help you and resonate with what you can do right now to move the connection forward. Now, the first thing I'm really feeling here is you are the feminine, and the feminine has power. Sometimes on this journey we forget that because the outside world is affecting us, or our twin flame may be with another person, or they may have said or not said something that may have caused a trigger within. But ultimately, you are the one. So the swan is about elegance and grace and power. The swan is a beautiful creature, and the swan is very easy with things. It kind of goes with the flow. You know, it kind of flows around or moves around that lake very gracefully. Yet if the swan feels threatened, it rises up and it lifts up its wings. And the swan is a very powerful creature, a very powerful bird. So, you know, if anyone's seen a swan up close and personal, when they are actually moving around with the wings up, it can be a very scary experience. So this is reminding you of your power. You know, things may seem okay on the surface right now to other people, but inside, you know, you may be in turmoil. There may be things on your mind, and you may be feeling a bit like this bird being defensive with the wings up. So I'm feeling this as a message to you to relax and breathe and trust and go with the flow and be at ease with things, because the main thing that can help the journey move forward is when the Divine Feminine lets go of fear. And the Divine Feminine is not worrying about what's going on with the masculine, because the feminine is trusting the journey so much. So what do we need to know then about the Divine Feminine today? How can the Divine Feminine move things forward? What do you need to know? And I'm going to get a card about this from the masculine's perspective. From the masculine's perspective, how can the feminine move things forward? And for the journey as well. So we're going to look at this from all angles. Look at this, okay? My ring just fell off, okay? And it only does that occasionally. So I've got a message coming through straight away. And then a one card spread about the connection or something you need to know. There we go, okay. So I'm going to do that one card at the end. So first of all, when we're doing readings, everything happens for a reason during a reading, and my ring just fell off. So I feel that any Divine Feminines watching who are in karmic situations, and we usually relate to the masculine being in some form of karmic situation they need to release and let go of, but the feminines also have to release themselves from things too. And if you're one of those feminines watching and you're married or you have a partner or you're living with someone, it's time to let them go. And the rings come off for a reason. So I feel that you know it's time to let go of. You know, how the Divine Feminine can move this connection forward is also releasing your own karmic things that need to go. If that's a person, I feel this could possibly a divorce, becoming free. You know, don't ever wait for your twin to make your move. because you know what's right for you. And as a divine feminine, we are leaders of love and pioneers of truth. We show the way by stepping up. So most of the time, the feminines will leave a partner first. If you're both in relationships, the feminine will lead the way. But don't lead the way or leave just to make something happen in your connection. Because if you leave thinking, oh, well, if I leave, he will leave, you'll get disappointed because you're learning and growing. You're doing this for you. If you leave for yourself, that's when the masculine will leave their situation too. But don't do it because that's the end result. Do it for you because you know that connection with your karmic partner has outgrown you. It's not where you're meant to be anymore. It doesn't serve you anymore. So regardless of what these cards are, I definitely feel that the way the divine feminine can move the connection forward is by letting go of a karmic relationship, or letting go of fears around the masculine's karmic relationship, or letting go of anything that you may feel obligated to or committed to that does not serve you anymore. So you are free and able to commit. So this is reminding you of that. It's not just the masculines who are in situations of a karmic nature that need to be released. Sometimes the feminines are too. And this can also resonate with a job you need to leave, or, if you're involved in something with family or a friendship, things need to go and change. So how the divine feminine then can move the connection forward is by remembering that everything on this journey is for growth, including karmic partners, situations that may bring up pain or fear or struggle. It's all for growth. And there will be a reward. The growth is the reward. Someone asked me why we go through all of the things we go through. And we go through it because we learn from it. We become stronger. We gain tools and knowledge and skills that we can help others to feel at peace with the journey too. You may give advice to other divine feminines, but you may also give advice to a friend, or even your daughter or son, or your mum or dad, or someone, a friend, a colleague who needs you. So this is reminding you, this is how you can move things forward, by remembering that everything that's happening to you is happening for you, and it's all happening for your growth. And the Queen of Pentacles is a very strong, independent woman. And that's really the symbol of the divine feminine. No matter if you are a guy or a gal, you are a strong, independent person. And you become strong and independent through the things you go through to grow from them. So you get stronger through everything you experience in this lifetime. And the energy around the connection is, remember that if there is delays in communication, there's a reason. It's for growth. It's for learning. Be vigilant. Stand your ground, become the observer of things and see things from a higher point of view. And understand that message will come, because I love that you got the Page of Swords and Cups, and this is a very shuffled deck. So this is also about growth. Pages are also about growth, but it's about communication coming in and change. So it feels like there is delays around right now, if there's any delays in communication, especially because there may be a decision that needs to be made. And I feel this could also be a divine feminine decision. The divine feminine choosing to be more playful with things. So when that communication comes in or comes back, you make it more playful instead of demanding it to be a certain way or forcing it to be a certain way. Because sometimes we try and run before we can walk, and it can stress the masculines out. It can stress out the connection. Instead of just being playful and flexible and going with the flow and being at ease like the swan, being very graceful as you move around that beautiful lake. So I feel decisions taking place during any delays right now, especially any blocks in communication. So this is definitely connected with releasing of the karmic energies, not just the masculine but the feminine too. Feminine also making decisions here and choosing to feel at peace and at ease with the journey, to be more playful. So how can the divine feminine move the connection forward? And what will help the connection is to be more playful, especially during any times of silence or no communication, and understanding that everything is happening for growth. So if you're being triggered because there's no messages, you're learning to have faith. You're learning to be patient. You're learning to give back to yourself all that you need. And from the masculine's perspective, how can the divine feminine move things forward? We've got happy occasions. Focus on the future, the good, the blessings. You know, the Four of Wands is a building energy. It's about building that solid foundation. So the masculine is really saying to you, we are building a solid foundation. And we are twin flames. And what they show me in the wands there as well as 1111. Remember that everything is happening for you, not to you. So you may think it's happening to you, but it's happening to grow you. It's happening for you. And there will be a happy occasion. So the masculine is kind of saying here to you, you know, trust me, when I return to you, there's going to be good news. There will be a happy occasion. Everything will move forward. Be playful and free. So there's nothing more attractive to the divine masculine than when the feminine is in power. You know, when the feminine is operating in this Queen of Pentacles energy, she knows who she is. She's not doubting herself or the love. She's not being desperate. She's just going with the flow. The way that the swan goes with the flow. You know, Google or YouTube swans and just watch how graceful they are. And that's you. That's how your masculine sees you. So graceful and just beautiful, pure, stunning, you know, magical being, a goddess being, this light being, but also powerful, how you can rise up. You know, you are strong. So the masculine is reminding you, especially if you've seen the number 1111, I feel the universe will be giving you that message through that number, or your masculine is sending that to you to remind you that you are building something. And this is a powerful energy, you know, between now and April, things are building, especially with the energy of the water rabbit coming in. So let's do one message, one card to help the connection. Oh, wow, I love this. I love how we've got all of these double signs, mirrors. You are mirrors of each other. So we've got the mirror energy of the pages. Okay, you've got the Page of Cups. Let me show you again. You know, you've got the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords. So you've been reminded, if there's delays, look on the bright side. If there's impatience, be patient. Remember, you are mirrors. So whatever you are dealing with, you are healing that right now. So if you're frustrated over the situation, you're learning to let go and be playful, to be more flexible with things. And I love how we've got the Four of Cups and the Four of Wands, because four energy is also a big message about angels. Angel being around you, protecting you, keeping you safe. And the Four of Cups, you know, in this particular deck, it means awareness. So if you're feeling sad, or you're missing your twin, or you're frustrated with the situation, or you're feeling impatient, come into awareness of that feeling and those emotions and why you're experiencing those things. So in other words, become the observer. So the awareness means observe. Observe what's going on in the physical world and really like process and acknowledge it and go through it, you know, digest it from the higher self. So I'm actually seeing this as above, so below. So I'm seeing this as two cups here, masculine and feminine in the physical, and two cups here, masculine and feminine in the spiritual, the 3D reality and the 5D reality. So remember, you are always connected. And if you feel like right now your masculine isn't there in the 3D reality because there is delays or decisions need to be made, remember you have that solid connection in the 5D realm, and you are never alone. And when we become aware of that, everything changes and we see things differently. We remember we are protected. And I'm seeing this beautiful Page of Cups energy here as this gorgeous rainbow, to remember that your journey is protected. And I know how painful it can be when you're missing your twin and you're not together and they're not communicating, especially at this time of the year, especially if you haven't heard anything over the Christmas period. But all is well, and your masculine is sending you the Four of Wands to say there's happy occasions ahead. This is time to be happy because you're building something. And they're giving me fear, so release any fear, especially around, you know, this energy of change or decisions or delays, because everything is happening to grow your soul and be at peace with things. And I love that we've got that gorgeous bird there, but it also, if you look at this, it looks like you could see there as a dagger coming at you, which could be psychic attack, things going on around you, so make sure you're shielding yourself. But I'm seeing this as a clear quartz crystal, and it's about clarity coming in. So that instead of being impatient with the journey or frustrated or angry, a bit bored with things, wondering when it's going to happen, looking at the clock, start observing things and saying, isn't this interesting? Becoming aware of how you're feeling. And if something's triggering you, ask yourself why, because what triggers you heals you. And the angels are reminding you, no matter what's happening, things are being built right now. So be more playful about things. Relax. Remember your power. So the ultimate message is how the divine feminine, or what the divine feminine can do to move the connection forward, is remember who you are. Remember that you are the ultimate reward, that you are rewarded for all the growth you go through, because you are rewarded in the material world as well as the spiritual world, and your dreams are going to start manifesting right now anyway, because 2023 is bringing in everything that you desire. All the things you've been asking for and all the intention you've been setting in 2022 are going to start coming into fruition now. And, the next 2 years, you're going to have magic coming into your life. So get excited about life, because the universe wants to bless you. And you're being reminded that you are the trophy. The masculine sees you as the trophy. The long term, the end result. There's nobody compares to you. Other people can try on your shoes, but only Cinderella fits the shoes, and you're Cinderella in this scenario. In other words, you are the divine princess, the one that Prince Charming is looking for. And you are the star of your show. You are the main lead. People can try and fit in your shoes and, be your understudy, but nobody is you. Nobody is you. So take back your power today, divine feminine, remembering who you are. And, the one card, if the angels could give you one card today, it would be to remind you that everything is about growth. And instead of being stressed out or worried or in fear or anxiety or boredom or stress, become aware of what you're feeling. Don't beat yourself up for feeling that way. Instead, observe it, acknowledge it, and that too will pass. So just say, okay, isn't that interesting? What is that teaching me about me? And that brings you into this higher awareness, so you don't get triggered, you respond with love, you become flexible, adaptable, and you go with the flow. And you learn to brush things off. So if things that previously triggered you don't now, it's because of your growth and understanding. So remember how far you've come, be proud of yourself, and be proud of who you are. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.